So first of all, just let me flip the camera. Bunch of snow. It's supposed to get, I don't know, up to 10 inches or something crazy. So wanted to check the generator, make sure that it was working just in case we lost power. And wasn't getting a good crank. Realized I had not left the battery on the maintainer and I'd left it hooked up and hadn't fired this generator up since last winter. So swapped the battery, realized I still wasn't getting spark. So I'm going to go ahead and put some spark plugs in and we'll see if that gets her going. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'll walk you through how I hook up my generator. This one can take multiple fuel types. I have it adjusted so it runs on natural gas, and then I just had quick connects installed outside of my house for the natural gas, so I don't have to worry about hauling gas cans around, getting up in the middle of the night and filling this thing, because it is a whole house generator. It's just portable, but as you'll see when I show it to you, it's not, yes, it's on wheels, but it's not that portable. So let me flip this around and I'll show you what the quick connects look like. And if yours does run on natural gas or it's convertible, you might consider having a plumber put something like this in for you as well. So this is what that looks like, hard piped outside my house here. Sorry, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera, and that's just gonna fit in here just like this. Really could use a third hand right now. Pushes in and back out, and she's on. So I'm connected over here. I've got my quick connects on over here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my gas valves, and again, I'm just verifying that the engine here is working, but I'll show you what how big this generator is. So yeah, it's got wheels, but it definitely runs my whole house, including my air conditioner. So, and it's me, so I have instructions here on how to start it just in case. So we'll go ahead and see what we got going here. I'm gonna set this down, but you can see it's snowing pretty good here. So let me see if she runs. I'm just gonna set this down. Okay, so sorry, as you can see, that thing is super loud when it's running, so I wanted to shut that off before I finish the video. So if you are in a part of the country right now that is getting hit or ready to get hit with this winter storm and you have a generator, check it. Even if yours runs on gasoline, you know, gas engines, small engines are really not that hard. Fuel, for this one, like I said, you know, you're getting spark. So battery, is it cranking for you? If it's not cranking, start there. Next, check spark plugs. You know, if it's cranking really hard, but it's just not, you're not kind of catching, then, you know, check spark plugs next. If it's something that's big enough that has a starter like this thing, then maybe onto the starter. But sometimes even if starters are failing, you kind of tap them a bit while you're cranking, and that sometimes will get them to go for you. And you know, and then fuel, right? So is it got, you know, a fuel pump, a carburetor that needs to be cleaned out, things like that. So just sort of work your way through the system. These things really aren't that hard. In this case, this runs on natural gas. So really I was just battery and then spark plugs and I'm back in business. So, but since I'm doing the video, I'll just go ahead and show you how this works in case you want to get a hookup like this in your own home. So obviously I've got the quick connects for the gas. This is also where I will plug it in to actually power that, and then that is wired, and that's the connections for that. So once I would get the generator fired up, then I would go ahead and hook it up to power, and I would come here to my paddleboard, come here to my panel, and you can see that I actually have it labeled portable generator. And then since this was actually professionally done, because I'm me, this is my lockout, right? So you'll see I cannot actually turn on that breaker for the generator without turning off the main. So, and the reason being is for the safety of our linemen and stuff, that you don't want to be back feeding into that line. So you couldn't be getting power from the utility and running your generator, or vice versa, potentially energizing that line for somebody that doesn't know that and is working on it. So if you're going to get generators like this, make sure that the install is correct and it's safe for you and those linemen who are working on the lines, and unfortunately I'm sure are going to be in this terrible weather. So just some little extreme weather tips if you've got a generator. So I am gonna get this bad boy put away.